say this, some of the backgrounds do hold up pretty well for this game.
Did they ever remake Metal Gear, like, with updated
Yeah,
graphics?
the GameCube has a version of it or two.
Yes, I think
but,
so.
A, because I don't own a GameCube that functions anymore, and B, because finding that's really hard because it's really popular. We partially also stuck with this because this is more authentic. They added a bunch of aiming controls.
And it's convenient because it's on one console. We don't have to switch consoles.
Yes, that is the other big boon of this whole little project we're embarking upon. For those unclear what we're talking about, someone released a collection of the Metal Gear Solid games. I guess it's called the Solid Snake Collection or something like that, and it's all of the Metal Gear games to date released in one package. And
well, it doesn't include the top view Metal Gear games.
No, yes, it only includes the Metal Gear Solid games, yeah.
Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Because, I mean, the storyline includes the stories in those other ones, too.
We'll be covering a couple other games that fall slightly outside of that later on, but again...
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle.
Oh, wow, let's all be really obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously this is exposition for us, but...
I kind of like the Codex, personally. It's a little... It's one of the few things I think that cutscene-wise, back when you couldn't do cutscenes, this actually works quite well. It really drives home the concept.
It does,
of,
and it allows you to contact multiple people at different points.
Yeah, it's a neat mechanic, especially, and it's disguised well for a mechanic, too. It's not like it's inherently annoyingly obvious about how it works.
Yeah, it's just sometimes Snake's restating what the guy just told him kind of gets annoying.
Yeah.
So you need to go and infiltrate this room. You mean sneak in? Yes, that's what infiltrate means.
That's just campy, though, too, and that's just funny. We shouldn't shit-talk this game too much before we get actually into the game.
It's a great game.
It
just has the beautiful campiness. Yeah. I wonder if we'll hit some Easter eggs on our way. We have some great Easter. The second one has some hysterical Easter eggs.
I'm throwing down the gauntlet right now of... We're just gonna get through this. I'm sure we'll miss some important things. We're really sorry, Metal Gear fans, about that. If you can get ahead of us and post some stuff or whatever to warn us to go see certain things, we'll do it. But the goal for this one, just based on controls and other stuff, is to get through it.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing.
I'm just an asshole who doesn't know basic social courtesy.
Yeah, it's Codex, like...
I'm the Colonel.
Well, I'm not exactly sure I know what walkie-talkie etiquette is, but aside from the over part. But, yeah.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class...
This may not have been the first game with full voice acting, but I'm pretty sure it was pretty close to one of the first voice acting games.
Too.
And
you got Musashi Brayfence there around this time.
And your comment initially at one point about how kind of stereotypical some of the accents are inside of this game aside, voice acting holds up. It's really quite good voice acting. It's very believable.
We both have a lot to learn about
it does a good job of conveying the story. It does a good job of making the Codex, I guess, in my mind, more believable.
That's true, and it creates, I mean... The campy dialogue is part of Metal Gear's charm. I mean, it's like you're in a serious, top-secret, infiltrating, kind of dark film with these campy overlay.
Yeah.
The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to
Can I move right now? No, I can't.
Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site.
And yet, despite their advanced gene therapy, they're still confined to walking 7 yards back and forth in the same place.
I don't know, man. They said gene therapy made them more sensitive. Didn't say they made them smarter.
About the terrorist, if he's alive, that is.
You've been, modified to be some sort of superhuman. We're just going to have you guard this box.
Also, I guess we have some time to talk about, like, super soldiers and military and stuff like that. Like, they don't necessarily make them better, they just make them physically more impressive kind of thing.
Or expendable, like in the Star Wars.
Yeah.
We could clone them and make
Well, they're not super soldiers, really. There are some super soldiers of the cloning program, but mostly it's, we grew them in a lab, ergo, have fun. Like, you technically have an unlimited supply of soldiers then, for all intents and purposes.
I am looking forward to meeting the best super soldier of them all that you come across, Johnny Sasaki. He's the guy you give diarrhea, remember?
Fair enough.
It's a dedicated frequency for saving
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yes, we know a lot about the games, but we don't know a lot about this game, though, either.
Except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here,
Go find a
and then all
gun.
the weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece.
We're gonna send you to infiltrate this secret Alaskan base that's heavily armed with terrorists that are potentially gonna nuke the world, and we're not gonna give you a gun.
Yeah, that's yeah.
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
And instead of smuggling a gun, he chooses to smuggle
Well, to be fair,
cigarettes.
Never know.
swallowing a pack of cigarettes probably a hell of a lot easier than swallowing a gun.
You shove a gun up your ass. People have been doing it for like years.
He's talking stomach, not rectal cavity. I think that really means he swallowed it.
Dude, I bet you Solid Snake can hide some pretty big things up his ass.
Knock on the door and ask them to let me in.
Possibly.
I mean, when he's being frisked when he gets captured with a gun, he's gonna have to hide it somewhere.
Sure.
And swallowing a gun is very difficult. Shoving it up your ass is difficult, but probably not as difficult. It shows his priorities.
Sure.
That's addiction. He took the cigarettes with him, but he didn't take time to bring a gun with him.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't make sense why his superiors would not have him go on this mission starting with a gun.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's like in Resident Evil 1, where like the chick with the shitty pistol is the one that goes into the dark alley with the groans by herself.
She also survives, though, too, so...
Oh, the other guy survives. And then you don't know what happens to the third guy, and then Wesker.
Barry survives, he's in a new video game.
Yeah,
now.
Barry survives, Wesker survives, Jill survives, and then I think, yeah, the guy, I forgot his name, he survives.
Alright. Let's do a little more surveying, shall we?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I just prefer running straight through.
I know.
Happens. I Rambo it.
There is a zoom. That's good to know. Oh god, those pixels!
Zooming in doesn't make them any sharper.
No, it does not. There's one guard up there. Let's see what we can do. Probably don't need to be doing that quite yet. Oh, that is some button limbo.
Grab that box.
Is there a way to rotate the camera? Some camera rotation would be so nice right about now. I'm a little more concerned with the guy who's about to come around the corner. Nope, he's turning around.
So much intensity.
Pretty much.
So much suspense.
Come on, go a little farther away. Good. Right, we're going behind the boxes. Stealth games are hard. They're not my specialty. I'm not the most patient person. This is a bit of an interesting choice.
This game can be very challenging if you have really, really bad ADHD.
Indeed. I thankfully do not, so...
Oh, that box is like...
Oh, it is. It is.
Hurts my eyes when you back up into it.
Like the best way possible. Alright. That's a security camera there.
Now's your chance.
I don't want to take him out. That worked out really well for you last time.
I tried to take him out non-lethally, but as we know, that's a little challenging in this game.
A little more than a little challenging.
Surveillance camera?
Alright. Oh, come on!
I just stopped you right in front of the camera.
Come on, Metal Gear! I saw the camera and stopped.
Stop spazzing. My eyes. Can't take no more.
Oh god, tank controls were so bad. I've timed that perfectly. Come on, Metal Gear, why you do this to me? I have to wait all over again for the guy to walk by.
So,
I see the goddamn camera. I try to avoid the goddamn camera. Nope, you have to see the camera again, Charlie.
Yes, because he has to tell you it's a surveillance camera.
Yeah, we're going back. The hype is gameplay on YouTube.
You can watch hours of this crawling back and forth.
And we're gonna play hours of this, sadly. Come on,
you
guy.
You can see why I had the urge to approach the guards.
I understand why. It did not make it any better.
That's true. That's true. Fair enough.
All right, all right, all right. We're going. We're going. This is a stealth game, not an action game. You see some footprints or something? That's admirable behavior for him.
As part of their genetic testing, they don't leave.
God damn it! Yeah!
Oh, he recovered fast.
Metal Gear!
Danger zone.
And we're dead already.
That was the most.
Well, this is
anticlimactic battles.
Yep, this is gonna be something.